Okay, good morning to everyone, and welcome to this second video. So in this video, we'll be showing you how to check your DV lottery results 2025 or 2024 if you had misplaced your confirmation number. I believe yesterday, the last video we posted, we indicated on how you can check using your confirmation number. And in this other video, we're showing those who have misplaced their confirmation number how they can possibly check their own DV lottery result. So the first thing, you go in, you open your browser. I prefer you use Google Chrome or Google itself. Then you open, and on the search box you type DV lottery uh, 2025. Once you type that, you load the link. It will open to a new portal which you will use to check the DV lottery. So once it opens, network issues, good. Once it opens, as on the last video I said, I would recommend you use the first web page that appears. The sub domain name is us.departmentofstate.gov, but the web page name is Electronic Diversity Visa. So you can see the link there, https://dvprogram.state.gov. So once you open on that link, just tap on it. You tap on the link on this Electronic Diversity Visa program. You tap on it. You open the next page, a page which is actually the window for checking of the results. Now we are going to show you how you use your sub information to check the your result, given that you've misplaced the form with the confirmation code. So on this section, on this lower section, you see check status. You click on the check status. It will open to another page. On this page, you are seeing entrance status check instruction, which we saw last time. Of course, when you are checking a result, you'll notice that on the confirmation number you have their name, the confirmation number, and the year of birth, which you need to check if you are using if you are checking using a confirmation paper. So, and mind you, some people see face challenges. I'll insist here that if you are checking using a confirmation number, the thing you take on the family name or the last name as provided. Example, when you open this page, on this continue, you'll see they'll request some few information. The first is the confirmation number, which is YXXX something, which you are going to check on your paper which you have with you. So when you type on this, you can input or check the confirmation number which is on your paper. You copy it here, and I also insisted that there are always some wrong values that when you input, it does not match with what has been or is expected. Be careful to know the difference between 0 and an O. Know the difference between 1 and capital I. So those are some of the things that confuse people, and the difference between 5 and S. So when you come on the page, second part, the last or family name, what you have to copy from your confirmation number is the name after that is the name before the comma. On your confirmation number, you have, provided you have 1 or 2 or 3 names, there's a name that is there, then a comma before the other name. That is just the name you are copying. The first name that is on your confirmation number, that's why you're copying to paste here on this family or on this last or family name. Assume the name was somehow Tunum or whatever. Now, on the year of birth, you copy the year of birth as on your confirmation number. You put it here. So if you assume was 2000, then we go to this last part, authentication. You are expected to copy this code. You can see A983. If you can't see the code well, you click on this section. You see here, you see opportunity to change. So when you click on the place, you see it will rotate and give you a different code. So you can type the code. For instance, we are typing this one we are using here. So when we type this on it, we'll notice that we have filled all the information. This is for those who are still using the paper, confirmation paper. So when you take the continue or the submit button, If your information were correct, they'll tell you. If they were wrong, they'll also tell you. Now, I did this intentionally so that I'll open up, we can understand some of the errors you make when copying the confirmation number. Look at several characteristics. On the first, on this yellow uh, this dialog box that has been given to us, they say information entered is not valid. Please review the confirmation number, your last/family name, and your year of birth to ensure you have entered them correctly or exactly as they appear on your DV confirmation page. Include punctuation. Now, these are the common mistakes people make. Several characters are often confused. For instance, 0, it is somehow oval in shape, as we can see there, and then O is somehow round, or you can see there a letter O. 1 is letter 1, you see, with a small left chapeau or cap, and then we have I is just written as in capital letter, just like a 1 without a chapeau, letter I. And then we have 5, we have S, we have 6, we have G, we have 8, we have B, and so on. So when you type the confirmation number and you don't type it correctly, these are some of the things you'll be asked to review in order that your confirmation is correct. Now, that was not our purpose of this video, but I did this to intentionally remind or call to attention some of these common errors we make, which sometimes affect our checking of results. So now, when you are checking without a confirmation number, assume you don't have your confirmation number, you have forgotten your slip. When you look at this section here, on the first number 1, you see forgot confirmation number, where this I'm circling, forgot confirmation number. So it is on this page, on this very button, on this link, that we're going to see how we can check without our page. So if we notice, we click on here on this confirmation number, or we tap on this confirmation number, you see the verify entrance page will open for you. On that page, we have the first part, which is you are asked to select which year you are checking for. Are you checking for 2025? Are you checking for 2024? You indicate. So once you indicate there, the next thing you'll be asked to is to fill in the information as you had filled them on your page. Okay. Now, the first part, they say provide the primary entrance name. So assume we are checking for 2025 or 2024, we'll check, or we'll tick the 2024. If we are for 2025, we'll tick 2025. Then once you tick, you go to 2, name. Provide the primary name exactly as you entered on the electronic diversity entry form, including punctuation. If no name was provided, select the checkbox below, the first or family name. Remember, in American Standard, we are sometimes confused between first name, last name, and family name, or somewhat we sometimes see in some form as surname. So the name that you bear from your family or from your father, or your family name, is what is known as the last name. It is also known as the surname. It is also known as the family name. So if your name is Nzifo, Brandon, maybe Fee or B, Nzifo is the family name, or maybe the name you bear from your father. So that is the family or the last name or the surname. Though in our Cameroon standard, it appears to come first, but in the US standard, it is regarded as a family name. So on this page, that's where you're going to type Nzifo. Nzifo. Now, first name is the name you are given from birth. Before you are affiliated to your father's name or your whoever family name, the name you bear, the English name you bear. Now we say Nzifo Brandon. Now this could be the Brandon. That's what they are going to put here. The Brandon. Now the middle name. The middle name is the last name. That is the name after the name you bear. Brandon B. Nzifo Brandon B. The first name you are given is Brandon. Then the next name that came after is B, which is what we call the middle name. And that middle name is what we refer to as in US standard is known as the middle name, which you have to fill here. Though in our Cameroon context, we refer it to as the last name. So the order in Cameroon may appear Nzifo Brandon B. Assume we put B here. This B here, we may read it in our own way of seeing it as the last name, but it is not actually the last name. It is actually your middle name. So then Nzifo is your family name or the last name, while Brandon is your given name or what we know as the first name, and then the middle name is your last name, which appear on your document, which we in Cameroon we see it as last name, the name that come after the name you were, in fact your own name, which is not affiliated to any other family member. So the middle name we taking, for example, this is for Brandon B. That's what we put there. Now we go to the date of birth. As you were filling your DV lottery program or you are playing your DV lottery, the name you entered first, that's what you are putting. Your month, you begin with your month. Assume your month was the 6th, and then the day was also probably the 6th, and then the year, maybe you were born in 2000 or 2002. That's what you feel. Then the last and most important part is the email you provided when you were doing your DV lottery form, when you were filling your DV lottery form. Which email did you provide? Assume I provided my email was Nzifo. My email was Nzifo Brandon B at gmail.com. Nzifo Brandon B. Now, if you look at this, these are the information I have provided. Now, these information will match what you had given when the person or whoever was playing at the lottery used. So, if we had filled that correctly, you notice that the information are all correct. You cross-check from the first name, from the year 2025, the first name, the last name, the middle name, and then we go to the date of birth of the information for your date of birth. Then we come to your email. Then once that has been correctly inputted, you confirm with the captcha or the authentication code which is displayed to you. Here we have EPYRTT. So once you have submitted all of this information, you have filled it correctly, the only thing or the thing you are left with to do is to click the submit button. The submit button is at the bottom page where you see submit and cancel. So if any information you have provided was wrong, you can click the cancel. If every information you have submitted was correct, you take the submit button. Once you click on this submit button, if everything was equal or every information you provided was correct as you entered them during your DV lottery program, a confirmation code page will appear to you for you with the correct names, date of birth, with year of birth, and the confirmation number. Now, once that appears, the next thing you have to do is to click on submit. Again, as the case we're checking using our confirmation page or paper. That information, once it has retrieved the code, it opens to you the normal page which you will have seen if you were using the confirmation page. There you just have to type the captcha again on that next page, and then you click submit and you see a result. If you have been selected, then you proceed with the filling of the information. If you have not been selected, they'll tell you the information provided or the applicant was not selected. So thank you for watching, and I believe this video made some people understand how and when to check. If you find it interesting, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.